And we're back. Wait. Can't have my gum in, that'd be rude. We are so back, guys. We're back like we never left. We're back like a patient lying supine. We're back. Okay? I had an idea for a video just now while I was sitting on the loo. But you know what? I think I'll save that idea for another time. I think I'll process the trauma of grieving my last relationship another time when I finally get around to the bad unboxing. It's gonna be an unboxing. You see, when my last relationship ended, it ended pretty abruptly. And I returned the next day after the blow up to retrieve my items, my belongings. And she put them all in a bag, and I have yet to go through that bag, and that was back in January. And now we're in October. And I've been made aware of some recent developments, so at this point, I think I have to do the bad unboxing. I think I have to get all of the shit out of the bag and finally distribute it among my apartment. There's some good books in there that I would like to read. I'm pretty sure Blood Meridian is in that bag. I wouldn't mind giving that another read. But that's not what we're here for today, actually. We're not here for that. I'll weep on camera another day. What else? Oh, yeah. So, Bobbi Althoff, whatever the fuck her name is, however you say her name. I saw this video on X, and I didn't watch it all the way because I wanted to save it for stream, but it's a video she made for Donald Trump. And the sentiment is, I would love to interview you so that I can give you my perspective on why you might be wrong. My name is Bobbi Althoff, and I was raised Republican until I was 21 years old. And I think I might have some talking points that you've never heard of before in your 80 years on this earth. That's the sentiment of the video. So we're going to watch that. We're going to have a good time with that because I have my own thoughts and feelings about it. Secondly, next video I'm looking to do, maybe not the next one, but soon, very soon, I am going to be having a Discord phone call with two women from the UK. And they're going to be sharing their experience with me, what it's like living in the UK. I don't want to put too much of this poor girl's business out there, but one of the women was recently assaulted by a migrant, an immigrant, whatever you want to call him, a Muslim immigrant in a bar, in a bathroom stall. And the man who did it, after being apprehended by police, is now walking free. So, look forward to that, because I am trying to get all the insight that I can. I can tell she has a lot to say, this girl. Not the one who got assaulted. I'm sure she's going to have plenty to say as well. But I'm not going to use her, you know what? I'll just say Daniela. That's her name. I'm not going to give a last name. Daniela is somebody who I met through a friend of mine named TK. And TK is somebody I met playing DayZ. Fun. Actually, I didn't even meet him playing DayZ. I met some kids who were friends with TK, and then I got added to this chat, and it was one of the best things to ever happen to my online social circle. Yeah, TK's a good guy, funny guy, and he has this friend Daniela in this Instagram group chat. And she's from the UK, and that's how I got acquainted with her. And, you know, she's been sending me things here and there. She sees, you know, how political I can often get on my own Instagram. And, you know, she's, you know, done me a solid in sending me things from her end. And I'm really looking forward to talking with her. I think it's going to be a great video, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. Now that that's all been said, let's watch this Bobbi Althoff video. And you know what? let's take a little shot before we watch the video. See, I'm not even that much of a drinker. I'm not even a drinker guy. But the other day, when I was at Stop and Shop, I saw some eggnog. And boy, am I a sucker for some eggnog. I really am. So I thought to myself, let's get some eggnog and we'll get some rum. Get some rum to throw in there. And now I'm all out of eggnog. And all I've got is this half a bottle of Black Seal Bermuda Black Rum, 80 proof, 40% alcohol, 750 milliliters. This must be the good shit, I guess. I don't know. But it's got this funny little black seal. To me, this was honestly the selling point. Hate it. I don't... See, that's the thing. I don't not drink that often because I'm better than the rest of you. I don't like the taste of it. I love the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel very silly and nice. It's cool, but... Ugh. It, like, smells the way it tastes, and it tastes like shit. That's what I have to say about it, so... Honestly, can I be honest for a second? Mostly, you know why I like drinking you know why? Locked in. All right, you know why? You know why I like drinking mostly? Because it complements a cigarette. For some people, it's the other way around. You know, maybe that's what it is at the end of the day. Maybe it is the other way around. Because that's how I feel about it. I feel like, drinking complements my cigarette. But the truth of it is, it complements your inebriation. But I think I like cigarettes more than I like drinking. That's starting to change. Because I don't like cigarettes as much as I used to. And now they're just... ugh. But I'm not going to stop smoking them anytime soon. Not right now, that's for sure. So now that I've had my shot of... Black Seal. Now that I've sucked off the Black Seal, let's get into it, shall we? I hope you're enjoying this very long intro. I hope I'm interesting enough for that to even be enjoyable. Let's go to my likes, shall we? Bobbi Althoff sends a message to President Trump asking to interview him to give him a better perspective and open his mind to things he's been closed off to, adding that she grew up Republican until she was 21. Holy shit. Hold on, before I even go into that, Myron Gaines, go back to fucking your black boyfriend you left your family for, Jew. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fuck with Myron Gaines. Like, he's growing on me. He really is. We're watching this for the first time, and I didn't make any notes the first time I watched it.
Alright, President Trump, if you're watching this, please keep watching.
No.
I am asking you to please sit down and have an interview with me. I think that perhaps you surround yourself with people who agree with you, and maybe you need to hear another perspective. And maybe I'm not the most educated person to offer that other perspective, but I do feel like, as someone who grew up very Republican, very conservative, very Christian, and as someone who has a lot of family members who also are that way still, I think that we can have a good conversation, and perhaps I can help open your mind to things that you are currently closed to.
This has got to be one of the most delusional things I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Mr. President, you need another perspective. And it is that of a white woman who has been indoctrinated into liberal ideology. How highly do you have to think of yourself? Or how little do you have to know about the human mind to make a video like this? Like, I'm not a fucking psychologist at the end of the day. I took general psych, but when I say human mind, I'm referring to, like, bitch, do you really think you're not gonna tell this? Like, do you think you're going to tell this motherfucker some shit he has not considered before, you dumb bitch? Let's continue.
And I know that there are a lot of people who are going to be mad at me for even offering this interview or trying to get this interview. But I think that a huge problem is people not...
You think people are going to be mad at you from, like, this liberal standpoint of, like, why would you talk to someone like him? No, that's not why we're mad at you, and I wouldn't even say we're mad at you, we're just perplexed by your confidence. By the fact that you even think this is plausible. Nobody, like, no, I don't think anybody in their fucking right mind, at least, is watching this and is like, oh my, how could you offer that interview to Hitler? Actually, no, there are, yeah, that's why I said in your right mind, because there are plenty of actual fucking mongoloids out there who are thinking things like that.
Willing to speak to other people with differing beliefs. I grew up so Republican, so conservative until I met my ex-husband, and because
I grew up so Republican and so conservative until I met a man who taught me how to think his way. Until I met a man who told me I was wrong and then put a baby in my ass and confirmed to me that I was in fact wrong because he just put his seed in me. So now I am fully indoctrinated into this belief system. Not that that's how it works. I'm being hyperbolic, but you get the fucking point.
It was willing to talk to me and just like try to understand why my mind was so set the way it was. At 21, I completely did a 180 and realized that I didn't know everything and that I was wrong, and it's okay to be wrong and it's okay to change your mind. And I think that a lot of...
Hey, idiot woman. That was so mean, but I don't even care. Your mind was changed by a man who you fell in love with before your frontal lobe was even fully developed. Okay? Those are the facts. You fell in love with a man because he resembled your father in some way. Alright, but, you know, there was like this cognitive dissonance because he didn't believe the way your father believed in politics. You know, so... But you're not in love with your father the way you were in love with this man who you saw yourself having a child with. So you totally drank the Kool-Aid because you were in love with this man before your frontal lobe was even fully developed. And you're coming to the table as a... How old is this bitch? Oh my god, oh my god, this woman is my age. This woman is she's 28 years old. This woman is... Oh god, I just thought about sipping that rum again. I just thought about it. This woman is 28 years old. I can't believe she's my age. This woman is my age. And you don't understand that you're not going to change the mind of an 80-year-old man. Woman, how have you gotten to the age of 28? To the age of 28 without ever somebody having told you, don't try and change an older person's mind. They're set in their ways. Don't argue with them about shit. Listen, they are who they are, and you just got to accept that. Because that's the fucking truth, okay? The waste of breath is trying to change these people's minds. That's a fucking waste of breath, in my opinion. That's just my take.
People get mad when people held beliefs and think they can't change their mind, but for this world to get better, people need to change their mind and open their mind and form new opinions. So
when has an 80-year-old man ever changed his mind about anything ever? Tell me. I'm not saying it's never happened, but give me an example. When has an 80-year-old man, let alone the President of the United States, serving his second term in office. Like, what? When has somebody, not even parallel to that existence, of the age of 80, ever changed their mind about fuck all? I'll wait.
I don't know. I would love an opportunity to try and speak to you, and obviously just, I don't know. I do think people can change. I change.
You really don't know. I maybe you're realizing during this video that you took that you actually don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Maybe this was actually a really bad idea on your part. This is laughable. It really is. Actually, you know what? No, it's shocking. If it wasn't so shocking, it would be even more laughable. But it can't be that laughable because it's actually perplexing to me that this woman took the time. Not only did she have the thought, she had the thought and she didn't dismiss it as a stupid fucking thought that should never go through her head again. Not only did she not dismiss it, she recorded herself articulating poorly at that, her thought. And then she published it for the world to see.
If you had met me when I was 18, it was a completely different person who held completely different views than I did at 21. When I met my ex.
Yes, just like everybody else in the entire fucking world. Just like everybody else in the entire fucking world, your worldview changes from 18 to 21. This woman is using the dumbest 3 years of anybody's fucking life to express her point. Bitch, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. My God, go back to China, bitch. My God. Fuck. That's a Donnie Darko reference if nobody gets it, alright? Shut up. Go back to China, bitch. You never heard of it? A bunch of squares watching this video.
Ex-husband, and he opened my mind, and he really did take the time to understand why I held the beliefs I did without.
Grew up Republican for the first 21 years of her life. Married and had a child with some white guy. Divorced him. I'm just painting like a timeline of her life. This woman literally had it all, and she threw it away to have fun. And she's trying to tell us that maybe there are some things we just haven't considered before. Okay.
Looking at me like I was just a horrible person, even though the beliefs I had, I didn't realize how hurtful they were to so many people. And even with a mother who is Mexican, I still had beliefs that were hurtful. And it's just,
Yeah, the truth hurts sometimes. It just does. What's the alternative? You're talking about this Mexican shit, so I assume it has something to do with immigration.
have a lot of Hispanic Mexican family who holds these beliefs that are hurtful to their own people. So.
And you think you're right. And you think you know more than them. That's the most insulting part. If your Mexican family can find it within themselves to feel this way about illegal Mexican immigrants, which I assume is what she's talking about, her Mexican family who is probably in this country legal. All right, and they have harmful ideas. They have beliefs that are harmful to other Mexicans. Which ones? The illegal ones? Like, she has the bread and butter right there. She has the real shit right there in her family. She has the people who are actually being affected by these beliefs telling her that these beliefs are bullshit, pretty much. But with her and all of her white virtue that she got from her first husband that led her to her boyfriend, she knows better. This bitch knows better. Yeah, this bitch right here. She knows better. Okay. Sure.
With all of that said, I'm just trying to do whatever I can to try to make a positive dent in this world because I believe what is happening right now is very scary.
Hey, you dumb bitch, there's no such thing as a positive dent. You can have a positive impact. Nope, nobody wants a dent. Don't make a dent. That fucks up the paint, fucks up the body of the car. Don't make a dent. Have a positive impact. Maybe that was a silly point to get hung up on. But I don't think I've ever heard somebody say positive dent before. Have a positive impact. Positive dent. Now you're just making shit up. Now you just sound that's like would you get that from your boyfriend or something? Now you're just making shit up. It's just a joke. My God. I actually think I'm quite funny, but whatever. Actually, what the fuck does this girl know about anything ever? Whatever, let's move on from that. Well, I just wanted to cover that real quick. That's really about all I actually had to say about it, but I had to get that off my chest. I've been waiting all day to do that, so. Alright, thanks guys, and have a good one. I don't know what the fuck what the fuck even is that? What was that? I bet that looks so dumb. What am I, a lizard? What am I, a fucking gun-toting lizard? Fuck me. Am I right? Am I right? Go fuck myself. Alright, that's enough. Alright, bye guys. Later.